Yo, it's your boy Dilla, man. You already know I'm coming with another for episode 35, bitch.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is, the most listened to radio show on the planet. Even the other stations are tuned in too.
Dilla Hands! As y'all seen the title, man, you know, just elevate your listening. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're gonna talk about for a little while. I don't know. This probably ain't gonna be one of them real hours long. And I'm thinking about doing something new. You know what I'm saying? Thinking about getting on my Vlad TV shit, chopping down the episodes, cause it'd be like an hour long. Probably chop down each topic and shit like that. You know, throw it out there. I'm thinking about doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? In the further future to come with these episodes coming out. You know what I'm saying? So my whole goal right now is to make it to at least 100. I mean, episode 100 in Dilla's room. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the Suki Dilla show catch up. You know what I mean? I think we're on like episode 30. You know, that's gonna be wild. You know, when the Suki Dilla show come back out, that's gonna be wild. You know, me and Suki got a lot to say. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know how that's gonna go. Pray that it goes smooth. I'm gonna try to let that go smooth sailing, because we got a lot of episodes that didn't even come out behind us arguing on the episode, like literally. You know what I'm saying? You know, I know that'd probably be hella entertainment for y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't want y'all to see us like that right now. In that point, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I'm not gonna lie, we said a lot. Said some hurtful shit to each other, you know what I'm saying? Some shit that really, like, we pushed each other buttons, you know what I'm saying? I know I definitely did violate, said some things directly, you know what I mean? It just hit the core, you know what I'm saying? She did too, so, you know, one day those episodes might come out, you know what I'm saying? Who knows, you know what I'm saying? It's entertainment though, it is funny, you know what I mean? I'll probably put it out one day when I get over that personal feeling of it, you know what I'm saying? When I get over that, you know what I mean? It'll be, you know, in the system, but definitely, you know what I'm saying, as y'all see in the title, man, why should you elevate your listening, you know what I mean? And there's probably, I didn't really come up with the ways. I should have came up with a number of ways, you know what I'm saying? But I just figured we just had the conversation anyway, you know what I'm saying? I would have came up with the ways. But listening, ultimately, over, like, let's just start with relationships, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, this is what we're here for, you know, purple brothers or my females out there looking for the right man and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to just speak to the females real quick, and then we'll go to the men. You know what I'm saying? Let's start with the females. Now, ladies, you gotta understand something. You know, you pretty, you sexy, you doing what you doing. You know what I'm saying? Which is all good. You know what I'm saying? There's never no issues there. Hold on, let me play some music in the motherfucking background. We're gonna throw also Dilla mixtape on. Ladies, you gotta understand something, man. Y'all got a blessing, y'all got a curse. You know what I'm saying? But the blessing is, you know, y'all beautiful. The curse is, y'all beautiful, right? So you're gonna get unwanted attention, you're gonna get wanted attention, right? So I figured, like, the best way for this shit to really find your true mate, the man that you really want, you know what I'm saying, is to really get in the mind of the person you're trying to get with. You know what I mean? Because most girls hop with a nigga because they see off rip, like he look good, or he might have did some shit on the block, he might have been a gangster nigga on the block, or you might have been a real good businessman, whatever the case may be, to turn the bitch off the rip about you, right? So she get with you, right? But then later on she found out that that's not really, like, the nigga she thought you was is not really who you is, right? You know what I'm saying? But ladies, this is what I'm telling you, like, you gotta understand, the reason why y'all going through that is because you're not listening, you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to tell a bitch what to do, you know what I mean? I'm not doing that. I'm not telling you hoes, like, oh, this is what you gotta do, I'm just giving you some advice from a man, you know what I'm saying? This is like how y'all women get on there, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this how men get on here, one listen to how women think, men think, you know what I'm saying? So, and I'm just gonna give y'all what men think, you know what I mean? And this is really what men think, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas really want pussy, right? Niggas always want to fuck, right? That's main bottom line. They trying to get to the goal. That's the smash button, you know what I'm saying? Right? And then you got hoes out here willing to give that up, right? So, you know, that's really nothing, you know what I'm saying? That accomplishment is really nothing, you know what I'm saying? Because once you accomplish that, now it's like, what's next, you know what I'm saying? Most people want, most females, most niggas, everybody want a relationship, right? Everybody want that one true partner, right? So you get your pussy up, right? Now he wondering why he not calling you, or why y'all not connecting how y'all was before the fuck came. It's because, you know, the interest button went away. So you gotta learn how to keep the interest button up. In order to do that is by pulling your ear out, you know what I'm saying, getting in homie's mind, you know what I'm saying? A lot of women don't understand this is the real key to keeping the man, is getting in his mind. It's not about giving up the pussy, you know what I'm saying? You give it the pussy just to reel a nigga in to get more, but he don't really want to get more if he having a conversation with you and it's like, yo, bitch, you ain't really saying nothing that's important. Like, you ain't really saying nothing like I can vibe with. Like, it's no connection there, you know what I'm saying? That comes from listening to the person. He listening to you listen to him. There's really no connection there, so nobody's calling nobody. It just becomes a friendly fuck, right? So this is what you want to find your right man, right? So I say you sit down, you listen to Holmes, you know what I'm saying? Because we know one thing about women, y'all like to talk, right? Y'all do all the talking, we cool with that. But if you listen to Holmes, if you, like, I promise you, if you was quiet, looking sweet, beautiful, you know what I mean? Giving them sexy looks, how you do look, man, all in his eyes, all that crazy shit, right? But you listening only what he says, you know what I'm saying? Like, you not saying like he told you to do this, you doing it. Like, you just listening like his day, what's going on in his job, you know what I'm saying? These conversations come up. Like, niggas like to talk. Everybody, they gonna come out and say this. Most women don't see that, right? When they get with a man that they've been with for a long time, they might say, oh, I ain't know this about him, I ain't know this about him later on, right? Because niggas remain mysterious and all that crazy shit. But there's always that cut in the beginning that you females really don't see. That nigga might open up and he'll probably bless you with some shit that you probably didn't know, right? But you really ain't listening, you know what I'm saying? You worried about you, so shit ain't never gonna go nowhere, right? You know what I'm saying? It's my homie calling me from prison. You know what I mean? I gotta highlight this nigga real quick.
Hello, this is a free call from.
Yeah, we gonna get back to the conversation. Hold up. Yo, what up, Brody?
What you fucking with?
Man, you showed up. Say what you fucking with, man.
Shit, man, you know, we just got the lockout on the few, you feel me?
Oh, man, you got locked out?
We wasn't gonna make it, bro. We wasn't gonna make it. Either we wasn't gonna make it, we wasn't gonna make it, you hear me?
Right,
we was gonna make it regardless, one way or another. You heard?
Yeah, that's a fact.
Might not have been that we was gonna be the rappers.
Yeah, that's a fact, bro.
We Def Jam in the scope, man. We Def Jam, you feel me?
That's a fact. That's how I look at this shit, bro.
Yo, bro, who really rap like us, though? We really legends, my nigga, when it come to rapping. We really nice, my nigga.
Yeah, that's a fact. What you really gonna show everybody?
We like young Jay-Z, Dilla.
That's a fact.
You feel me?
That's a fact, bro.
I was trying to tell my niggas in here right now, I'm like, yo, my right hand man is a fucking beast. But he stopped doing music once I called the. They said, nah, he did that. He was supposed to go crazy.
Yeah.
He was supposed to go like no Dirt. He was supposed to be like no Dirt. I was supposed to be like motherfucking Vaughn, bro.
Yeah, you right. I was supposed to go. I was a little old, bro. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I was going through a lot, though, bro. You don't understand, bro. A lot of shit hit me.
You gotta, like, you the GOAT, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come out, bro.
But listen, I started something new, though. Bro. I'm doing a podcast now. On that shit. Bro, that's what I'm saying. Listen, I started a podcast, bro. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Like, I get with the music, but I brought up the mic still. You feel me? Still in the podcast. That's what I'm doing right now. My views is going up. That's what I'm trying to tell. Listen, I'm on Spotify. I'm on iTunes. I'm on iHeartRadio. I'm on every major platform right now, bro.
What do you need to get tonight?
You on there too, bro. Like right now, we on the podcast, bro. You called me right when I'm doing the podcast. I'll be on that shit every day. You on it right now. If you want to shout out somebody, you can shout out somebody.
Oh, yo, you already know, man. L.o Briss, nigga, on the fucking Rikers, all these niggas about to take my 20 smack off the. Let me chill, man. Let me stop talking crazy before this. Let me chill, man. Niggas yeah. So busy, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Score shit, MBM shit, horns, nigga.
Yeah, but I gotta ask you that too. I saw, I was thinking about that shit too, yo. I never really got a chance to talk to you about that sad horn shit. Like, what does that actually mean, bro?
Yeah, you know, sad horns is like, we demons, like all my niggas around me are horns, they demons, but we niggas with feelings, we sad, we get sad too, you feel me?
Yeah, okay, so I kind of figured that shit. I'm like, what's he saying?
We know how to love a woman, we know how to love a child, we know how to love a brother, we know how to love a sister. We not only just demons, we also have priorities, you feel me?
I'm glad you clarified that. That's a fact. I was thinking that, but I wasn't too sure like what you were saying. I was thinking like, oh, maybe you talking about like the horns on your head just down, so it's like sad. Because I know you said that before.
No sad horns.
I know you said that before, but now you got deep into it. Yeah, now you got deep. Yeah, now you got deep into it. Yeah, that's what I wanted to hear. Like, what was that about? Cause I be saying to my girl, I be like, yo, I'm a fucking demon, I'm a monster, but like she be like, oh, but you know, you a nice guy though. Like she still turn, oh, you still not a monster. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You feel me? But she know at the end of the day, yeah, I could be like some kind of dangerous motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's a fact. Well, my son, one of my mans over here he's about to open up a label called 12K Productions too, though, you heard, bro?
Oh, well, that's why you made your shit?
Yeah, he about to make some shit off of that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, that's a good idea, nigga. That sounds like a good name.
Listen.
But, he's locked up. He been locked up for 6.5 years for the body.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I be telling him that my right here. I be telling him about the music talk. He talking about, yo, we're on a podcast right now. We're on a podcast. Let them know about the 12K Productions, man. We're on a podcast right now. We're on a podcast right now. Tell DJ Academics, you know what I'm saying? We out here on an island, y'all.
Yeah, bro. You gotta, I tell you, bro, when you go up, when you get your shit, make sure you tune into the app. Make sure you get the Spotify. Make sure you download the Spotify app and iTunes, whatever you gotta download. Even on YouTube, even when you're on YouTube, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta worry about we everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact, man. You gotta holler at the nigga. You gotta holler at Academics, though, bro.
Nah, I'm ready to get my clout up. That's why I'm building the clout up. When we did that Rikers Island shit, the clout was going up, bro. When we started talking about text phone.
Question: don't you think that niggas should expand into shooting niggas music videos and all that too?
Bro, that's why I want to hire cameramen. I want to hire all that shit, bro. That's a fact. We definitely need to go hard.
This is what we're gonna do. We gonna buy the material and hire the nigga. Cause we don't want to hire a nigga that comes with his own camera and he start acting crazy, you heard?
Yeah, we been through that already. Like, this nigga this nigga Tim Cam disappeared, bro. After that BON video, I ain't never see that nigga again, bro.
I remember.
I think he was scared, bro. You know what I'm saying? I think he got nervous, but I don't know. I seen him recently and shit, but he was acting like a little bitch though still. So I'm just like, fuck him. You know what I mean?
Nah, yo, you hear me? I'm telling my man, I'm like, yo, my son over here, my man's like, yo, we on podcast right now, we live right now. I'm like, yo, listen, my man's over here, you know, he about to come out with some shit called some fire shit. I don't know, maybe he wanna throw it out during the podcast, you know, let them know something coming soon. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, that's a fact, bro.
I don't know.
We call it.
I'm dead, yo.
We call it Dilla's room, bro.
But me and Texas beefing, that shit been in the, yo, that shit been in the podcast, yo, hello?
Yeah, I'm right here, bro. Yeah. I call that shit Dilla's room, you feel me?
Call it what?
I call it Dilla's room.
Dilla's room?
Yeah.
I'm trying to hit the cheeks, yo in here with me. I'm trying to hit the cheeks, yo in here with me with a broken finger. Hello?
Yeah, I call it Dilla's room, you know what I mean? You entered the Dilla's room, you feel me? That's how we gonna come.
Yeah, Dilla's room. That shit sounds fire, Dilla's room.
Yeah. It's like Marvin's room, you ever know Marvin's room?
Yeah, the Marvin's room, yeah.
I call it Dilla's room though, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna do it like that. That shit gonna be crazy.
That's a fact, son.
And I got another show me and my girl we doing too. We do another show called the Silky Dill Show, me and my girl, but that shit be hitting views too though. That shit hit more views. That shit hit more views than we doing this. That shit hit like 2,000 views, 1,000 views, but we got mad clout.
You and your girl sit down and debate about men and female shit?
Bro, we be arguing. we be going to war sometime on that fucking podcast. Some episodes I can't even put out, bro. We be going crazy. I gotta put it out though, right? That's another thing. I gotta put that shit out. I was just saying that's the entertainment.
You guys like this. Listen, how do you feel when a nigga you with has another baby moms and the baby mother, and it's a holiday and the baby mother about to pull up to the family's house? How do you feel about that? Shit like that, you feel me?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's it. That's what we talking about.
You have to argue, Dilla. You gotta make an argument with her. Now, the niggas gonna be like, no, hold up. The female gonna be like, no, hold up. You feel me?
Yeah, that's what we do. I swear to God, man, we were going crazy on that episode, man.
I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie. This podcast shit go good. You feel me? Like,
it's gonna go up, bro. Cause I get listeners every month, bro. My monthly listeners, they show me my monthly listeners. That shit be going up, bro. So I'm like, okay, that's why I gotta start going hard at this shit, bro. I ain't gonna lie, like I started doing it for like a month, but I'm back on this shit though. I drop the episode every day, bro. I'm on episode 35 right now. This episode 35.
If I was out there, then I'm not gonna lie, we would have to got a whole office space.
Yeah, but you would went crazy. We would interview everybody in the hood.
That slot. How much is a slot for air on the radio? How much is that slot, bro?
Shit, but right now we don't need the radio, bro. I am the radio. I got everything. You know what I'm saying? Like we got all the. But I know what you said. But it probably cost a little pretty penny. You feel me? But we gotta just get
like every month, right?
Like fuck the radio. We gotta find like Joe Buttons or DJ Academics. We gotta pay one of them niggas to sponsor our shit. You know what I mean? And share our shit.
Yeah, but these niggas. I don't know.
Nah, that's why we gonna pay him to share it. Like we pay him a couple, bands or something, like $2,000, and they just post it. They post it to their Instagram. You feel me? They post it to Instagram, or they post it. Yeah, hell yeah, they do that shit for like $1,000. They do that shit. Bro, I know bitches. Bro, listen. I know real model bitches that got millions of followers, bro, thousands of followers on their shit that I done paid them before to post my shit. That's how we was getting paid off OnlyFans. Me and my girl was getting paid off that shit.
Yeah.
I was paying them bitches like $40 a day, bro. I was getting mad subscribers, bro.
I came out with, bro. I can spit this shit real quick. I vote down.
You said who?
Let me spit this shit. I vote down.
Oh yeah, go ahead, bro. That's a fact.
Listen. I said. Been on the boat, no God, yeah. And I'm still on the spot, yeah. No one need to talk what I did, yeah. Cause I really lived it, yeah. Came up from the bottom, now I landed. On some touch the stars, shit. Glizzy, boy, you know we bustin' this bitch. And I ain't talking about no comedy, old bitch. Don't get jealous shit, niggas so lit. And I ain't talking about no serve up drink. When I back out the foot, them niggas gon' faint. And my Glock bitch still ain't spit. When we pass by your block, you know we spinning that again. Just to make sure all my niggas here feeling like a lost battle, man. But it's just my personal feelings. Back with the war with me. Cause your whole can't kill cause you poops at your bitch. Allah walks with me. And he really answers when I truly ask him for all of the finest things. Money costs clothes, luxury off the debt. Champagne off yesterday. Still sipping on it. Pain on
Yeah.
That's a new person.
Oh, well, we might have to put that on a beat.
I have to come out to the horn shit, you feel me?
Yeah. Well, we might have to
come out to the horn shit.
Well, we might have to. That's fine. You killed that shit. We might have to put that shit on the beat. I might have to put that shit on the real beat. Yeah, bro. Chop that shit up and probably put that shit on the beat, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro.
Yo, bro, I'm telling you, I got shit. Yo, you know they putting up studios on the island, right?
What?
This is recording homes in here and they have studios in here, bro.
What?
My nigga, this whole jail shit about to change up north, nigga. I think rappers are gonna be able to make music from jail, bro. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yo,
they selling albums from jail, my nigga.
Bro, that's so crazy. I believe that shit. So you saying they got studios in Rikers or they gonna have studios upstate?
Taxstone about to sign somebody, bro.
They got a studio in Rikers or they got a studio upstate?
Yeah, a music studio on Rikers Island, nigga.
Oh my god, what? That's crazy. That's fire though. That's fire.
They about to change, bro. They about to make it. Rappers gonna be facing life, but still selling albums, nigga, from jail.
Yeah. I mean, it's been happening. I ain't gonna lie. They be giving like artists a little time and shit.
It's gonna hang up. I'm gonna call you back in like 2 hours, an hour this time, you heard?
I bet.
I couldn't do it because there's mad shit going on here, you heard? I'm gonna call you back.
I bet. You already know. Alright, ready? 7 up. Oh,
Goodbye. The caller has hung up. Thank you.
Yeah, that's L.o Briss, man. Man, I had to do a lot of chopping, editing and shit. Where was we at, man? I know I was talking to the girls and shit. What was I saying? Yeah. Man just wanted, you know what I'm saying? Nice little female listen, you know what I'm saying? Nice little female sit down, get in the nigga's head, find out what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? Find out what's really going on in the nigga mind, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, that's how you control the situation, ladies, you know what I'm saying? That's how you get the man you want to marry, the dream nigga you want to marry and all that. Because I'm not saying every nigga that you just listen to gonna be the one. I'm saying like it'll make your relationship way better because now he's more open to you more. You know what I'm saying? It's just more like, damn, this girl way better than any girl I was with because she listen to what I'm saying, she understand what I'm saying. We get good feedback, we have great conversation. You know what I'm saying? It's not always just you talking. Nigga, I listen to you all the time. You know what I'm saying? Which is okay. You know what I mean? That's how niggas really, you know, get in the bitch panties and all that. But end of the day, like, come on, like, you know what I'm saying? Roles gotta be reversed sometime. You know what I'm saying? Now we talking to the niggas. You know what I'm saying? Now these niggas out here, be capping too, you know what I'm saying? You sitting there, you think you listening to shorty, you know what I'm saying? You really just trying to get in her pants and all that. And after you fuck, you bust, you don't got no more conversation for shorty no more. You don't even know what to say to her. You really don't know how to speak to her. You see her, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how to get in her mind. You think all you trying to do is just fuck. You know what I'm saying? Then you wondering why she running off over there, or she wanna know if the next nigga, or she leaving you on red and shit, you know what I mean? Cause you was a lame ass nigga, you know what I'm saying? You're not really living up to the standards you was living up to before you got in the bitch box, you know what I'm saying? So, or you probably never even made it to the bitch box, you know what I'm saying? You know, that ends up, that now you end up looking sad, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You end up looking stupid, you know what I mean? So listening is always good. Listening is a good skill, period, you know what I'm saying? So for my brothers, you know what I'm saying, sit down, listen. You know what I mean? Not only just getting the girl panties, but to level up and get in her mind. You know what I'm saying? Level up and make her love you. Level up and make her just lust over you and obsess over you and on a whole nother level. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best way to do it. And it's not a manipulation tactic. It's nothing like that. You know what I mean? You could use it as a manipulation tactic. You could use any good to do bad or any bad to do good, you know what I'm saying? Whatever, how you use the tools that you got to use, you know what I'm saying? Whatever tools I'm giving y'all use it how y'all want to use it. But I'm saying though, the best way for females and males to get to each other is listening. That's like the number one thing, you know what I'm saying? And there's forms of that, you know what I'm saying? You might mirror somebody, like, you know, if you a girl pull up and she's touchy, filly-dovey on you, you might touch her back, you know what I'm saying? You mirroring what she's giving you, the energy she putting out, you putting it back on her, you know what I'm saying? That's another way of, you know, listening, the form of putting it up, body language, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not all about just talking too. Listening could be body language, how you know, what you're doing, and, you know, because this is all part of, you know, reading somebody, you know what I'm saying? Getting them, you know, to marry you and say yes to everything damn near that you doing, you know what I'm saying? So that's just what the goal is, to make the girl agree with you. And it's hard sometimes, don't get me wrong, you're going to run into these debates, you're going to run into these little wingman side errors and shit like that, you know what I'm saying? As a purple pill brother, you know what I mean? Or as a female, as a purple pill female, you know, you just gotta sometimes take the back seat, you know what I'm saying? What you think you taking the backseat, but really you taking the wheel. Because if you gaining control by somebody listening to what they saying, you actually gaining control of somebody, you know what I'm saying, by listening to them. So it's simple. You think you know, sometimes you may feel like you're playing the backseat, you know, and honestly that's how you feel, but really you really not, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, just take further steps of elevating your quality of listening, you know what I'm saying? Mirroring somebody, you know, that's one. Two, you know what I'm saying, just elevating your listening quality, period, you know what I'm saying? You know, asking more deeper questions, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not too personal, like, but, you know, something like, you know, for example, like, you know, you might be a guy, conversation with a girl, you know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know, we used to ask girls if they suck dick or if they fucked, how many niggas they fucked, you know what I mean? Like, questions like that. That's like an icebreaking question, you know what I mean? Shit like that, but that'll make a girl open up to say certain things, and then you could say certain things back, you know what I'm saying? You know, for like a white guy, something like that, you might walk up to a woman and ask her, you know what I'm saying, something about her childhood or something like that, like, you know, where you grew up at, you know what I'm saying? And that'll spark a whole new conversation with the young man, you know what I mean? So just always think about setting new ways, you know what I'm saying? Setting new ways of talking to girls, listening, elevating your quality of listening, you know what I'm saying? And talking to men too, ladies, you know what I'm saying? Just elevate that, you know what I mean? And for the females, basking your femininity, but that's going to be a whole nother episode I'm going to do, you know what I'm saying? We ain't going to do that right here. But, you know, that'll just elevate the relationship right there off the rip, you know what I'm saying? Now, we want to talk about listening in general, you know what I'm saying? Just the whole aspect of it, just the whole dynamic of human to human concept, you know what I'm saying? Like, socializing is just another socialites. That's what we are as human beings, right? So, you know, most leaders are followers, you know what I'm saying? So before they become major leaders, I don't want to say it like that, they're not followers just flat out following, but they have to get into people's minds. They have to understand what somebody's shoes is taking them before they take them with them to wherever they gotta go. They understand where you trying to go first, and if it's somewhere close to where they trying to go, you could be taking in, but that all comes with listening. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, really digging in deep into a person and what's going on, the character of somebody, the core. You know what I mean? Like the within, like what is your true character, not the front that you put on, like because you watched this or you seen this or you did this or you've been through a traumatic experience or you know how to act around a certain situation. Not that person. We don't really want to see that person. We want to see the core of you. We want to see the person that that caused you to get into this traumatic experience because you were being who you was, or caused you to feel how you felt when you seen something, that you truly loved, or you seen something that was truly beautiful, so that first emotion, that real emotion is you, and that's what we want to get into when dealing with people. We want to get into the real character of them, because a lot of people put on the front, like my aunt, she was very mean, but she'll put on this front because she don't really know me like that. She ain't seen me in years. My grandma passed away and all that, so coming around all my family members right now that I ain't seen in years on my dad's side, right? So I know it's my aunt. She's a real mean character. I'll see it off the rip, but she put on the front, like, like she cool, like she hand me this and give me the weed and all that. She didn't want to smoke and all that with me. She just let me smoke my own shit. Real, trying to be cool, like, but in the day I could tell the real her is mean as hell. You know what I'm saying? And that's me. You know what I'm saying? That's where I can see where I get it from my dad's side, family, just the meanness and how people are. You know what I'm saying? Chilling with my cousins and shit like that. I can see conservativeness, like where I get my conservativeness from, why I feel like I need to be a conservative, why I am a conservative on most things. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. I could go Democrat, I'll go Republican on certain things. You know what I mean? But I'm mostly conservative on a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like independent, you know what I'm saying, I want to call it, you know what I mean, not really trying to get out there and, mingle too much to the wrong people, you know what I'm saying, I open myself up to the right people, the right characters, you know what I'm saying, so they can open up to me and I can see what's really going to be, you know what I'm saying, how we can really maneuver and you know what I mean, be one, you know what I'm saying, that's just how I deal with people, you know what I'm saying, how people got to deal with me, you know what I'm saying, I just don't like to be feel like threatened and don't like to be feel like you putting too much pressure on me and shit like that. A lot of people feel funny. A lot of people are narcissistic at that point, you know what I'm saying? So it's always hard for them to, listen to somebody else because they always worry about their last thought. They run around worried about their kids. They run around about, their boyfriends, their girlfriends. They just, their drama, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with that. Everybody does that. But when you engage in the socializing with somebody, essentially you don't want to bring your problems to somebody else's problems. You want to understand somebody else's problems. Now, yeah, there's ways you could connect to people like that in a dangerous time, in a dangerous setting, when somebody's really going through something and they're like, well, you might not understand. Then you can bring up a situation that happened to you so you can let them know, I do understand where you're coming from. This is what I'm explaining to you, blah, 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 blah. But for the most part, you're just trying to understand what is going on in that person's life. What makes them who they are. Why do they wake up every day? Why do they think the way they think? You know what I'm saying? And once you start doing that to people, you start feeling like you feel more fascinated and you feel more like in control actually than you think. You know what I'm saying? And the people that ultimately giving you that control, they don't even realize how much control they're giving you by inciting everything that they're going on in their life. So it would be a lot easier for you to do whatever it is you want to do. You know what I'm saying? You know what a lady likes, you know what a lady wants. You take her to everything she likes and then you show her everything that she wants. The next question for you would be, when are we getting married? And she's automatically gonna say yes, you know what I'm saying, because you ain't got her head already, you know what I'm saying. Vice versa for the females, you know what I'm saying. You know what football team he likes, what talk cars he might want to drive or shit like music listen to, and then boom, what food he likes to eat, and then boom, y'all having babies, y'all in sex together, y'all married, you know what I'm saying. Those relationships last a lot longer, I find, than relationships where it's just one side always doing the most talking. There's just one side always showing the most emotions, you know what I'm saying. I'm not saying the most talking because that's not really it either. It's just the most emotions coming from just one side of the relationship, and I find that to always be the downfall of a lot of relationships, you know what I'm saying, because the other side is not, it's so selfish because they're not trying to just understand where their partner's emotions are coming from at any given time in the moment. They're only worried about their emotions, so then problems come in. You know what I'm saying? So I have that issue myself too, where I just try to sometimes disgate my girl's emotions and shit like that. But she's always going through a lot of emotions. My girl is very emotional. You know what I mean? So sometimes I have to disgate it. You know what I mean? Because it's just always constantly going. But I have to learn too sometimes to control that and understand what's really going on, and maybe she'll calm down, or I can just find out what's really going on. You know what I mean? And say, oh, I'm not really the issue here. The issue is coming from you're mad at the kids, or you're mad at your mother, or mad at something happening at work, or even if it was something that was you mad at me. Let me just understand what happened, what's the problem, how can we fix that? You know what I'm saying? So that's always very important. You know what I'm saying? And I find out it has to be an equal thing when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe not a completely equal thing, you know what I'm saying? But it can't really feel too far off, where it's like you're always doing all the emotional outbreaks and outbursts. You're always putting all the emotional inputs in there. But when I put my emotional input there, there's not enough empathy. You know what I'm saying? So empathy is very important to listening. You know what I'm saying? Very important to relationships. You know what I'm saying? Very important to connecting with somebody. So that's what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna leave that shit here. We're gonna come back to next episode 36. You know what I mean? We're gonna turn up on that shit too. We're gonna talk crazy about female femininity and much other things that I want to get into. You know what I'm saying? But definitely want to touch upon listening. You know what I mean? I already had a whole listening podcast a couple of episodes back. That was probably like episode 7, you know what I mean, Dilla's Room. But we just had to retouch upon that, you know what I'm saying? It's very important, Peace.